All right, everybody, it's that time of month where we got to talk about the updated best weapons inside of Borderlands 4 to go ahead and farm. Once again, fellas, for these types of videos, this one is going to be only legendary weapons. We've had new legendary weapons added and buffs and nerfs since our previous one of these videos, so let's go ahead and get right to it. We will stay with these two shotguns first, okay, because we know that they're really good, and I just want to get through them real quick. The Hotslugger still makes an appearance in this video. It drops from the Chad Order Bunker Boss, which is very close to the heart of the mountain fast travel point of the Bones of Sanctuary. Right now, by the way, if you're watching this at the time of the week of this video going up, the Chad is the big encore for the week, so you have a really good chance of getting yourself a Phosphine Hotslugger. This weapon is one of the best mobbing weapons in the game. It one-taps most lower tier mobs and stacks up to a 90% damage bonus. The Hellwalker is very similar, but it is a hit scan weapon, always drops in fire, very snappy reload, and always has a sweet guitar riff whenever you shoot it, and it drops from the old scrape Ripper drill sight in the Terminus range. Sticking with shotguns, as I look at my list, dude, shotguns are just, they're so strong in this game. They really are. We have a new addition, okay? This is an honorable mention here, but I do want to mention it because even I was caught off guard by how good it can be. The Acey May with a Jacobs license accessory and a dataless pistol ammo. I'd imagine to be pretty good with AR or SMG, but the specific one that I was really enjoying had a Jacobs license accessory on it and a dataless pistol alternative ammo type. So we'll happily take that. It drops from RJ and it shoots a heart-shaped pellet pattern comprised of 14 pellets. Honestly, pretty nice mobbing shotgun. Now, we still have some more shotguns to talk about, so let's do it. And these two, I would say, are the creme de la creme. Next up, we have one of my personal favorite weapons and my personal favorite shotgun, the Golden God. This is a weapon that does require you to build into it. However, when you build into this weapon, it rewards you like none other. It drops from Idolator's Saw and the Idolator's Noose, and I use a Red Tree and Blue Tree Rafa build with a Quicksilver on a Golden God that has a Jacobs license accessory. The reason why I use the Quicksilver is because the Quicksilver is going to allow your COV weapons to have a 100% crit chance while their mag is overheating. And with how the Golden God works, whenever it starts to overheat, it's never gonna break, it's just gonna consume more and more ammo. But through a Dancer class mod and Lost Jars ammo regen on Rafa, you're able to regen the ammo you need to just never stop shooting while you have your action skill up. You throw in the fact that the Quicksilver is gonna have it shooting even faster while it's overheating and guaranteed critting while it's overheating on a Jacobs license accessory, ricocheting everywhere. This thing is just a mobbing absolute menace, and it can boss as well because it's infinite ammo. You just hold down the trigger, and overall it's just one of my favorite play styles weapons in the entire game. It's so disgusting. I use it every time I get a chance, and if I just default to something, it's the Golden God build. However, even I have to admit that currently at the moment, the best shotgun in the game, and probably still just the overall best weapon in the game, I'll keep it short, it's the bod. It drops from Axmal, which is an Auger Mine boss in Dominion, very close to a fast travel point. It's really good with any dataless alternate SMG ammo types, even without torque stickies, but with torque stickies, it's even more disgusting. Put it like this to you, bro. The bod should be the first weapon you go farm for when you hit level 50. It's that good still. Now, that does wrap up the shotgun portion of the video. Yeah, there's a lot of shotguns on here. And yes, I took off the Rainbow Vomit. It's no longer here. It's still good, but we just have better stuff now. Let's talk about a recently buffed weapon that we got buffed with the DLC and the big update patch that we got this past Thursday. I'm looking at you, Darkbeast. It drops from Varaxis, which we recently just had a big encore for that boss, which is the abandoned auger mine on the coastal bonescape of the Fade Fields. This is like an SMG variant of the Wombo Combo, as its legendary perk allows this weapon to pierce enemies and has a 20% chance to cause an explosion whenever you hit an enemy. So you would imagine on a fast firing build or just any decent, you're gonna cause a lot of explosions with this weapon. And now that it's buffed to have the explosions happen more often, it's going to be much better than it was before, and definitely worth trying out, especially if you farmed for it last week. Do not sleep on the Darkbeast. It's actually pretty darn good, and it's made its way into this video. Speaking of the Wombo Combo, it's still here, bro. How can you doubt the greatness of the Wombo Combo? Drops from the Baby Grunts old scrape Ripper drill site in the north of the Carcadia burn. No matter what element you get it, it's always going to shoot kinetic rockets. If you want to build into this weapon, quote unquote, all you do is just want to juice your fire rate, as that will allow you to shoot more rockets. Very good weapon. Awesome assault rifle. We'll keep sticking with some boomskis because I do have the Kaoson here still as well. This is one of those weapons that's just going to be very good to farm for level 50, like one of your top top priority weapons, maybe like right behind the bod. Top 3 for sure. It's Orgo. It's a vault boss that drops the Kaoson. Always going to drop ×2 Torque Stickies and can have its damage percentage go up to 4%. And it drops in every element except for radiation. I've never seen a radiation Kaoson, but it drops in every other element. Very, very, very strong on any build that has high rate of fire, good ammo upkeep. Overall, just one of the better SMGs. Easiest SMG to get with Torque Stickies on it. I still use my Kaosons. I love them. They're so good. However, I have a new addition here. So the Queen's Rest is a really good torque pistol that drops from Callus. Especially if you get a Jacob's License accessory on it, it's going to synergize insanely well. Why? Because of the Royal Armory legendary perk. Damaging enemies has 50% chance to spawn a homing sticky projectile. If that crits, it's going to do it again. And on the instance of it doing damage, like before the explosion happens, it can spawn another one. And it just creates this loop of the Queen's Rest just spawning infinite stickies over and over and over and over and over and over again. And it's very, very satisfying, very destructive, and very, very good. That's why I threw this bad boy in here. And we're going to stick with the pistols because that 7 cents, oh man, 7 cents is absolutely disgusting, especially if you get a Daedalus shotgun alternative ammo on it. It will have you really, really juicing, essentially making the 7 cents the only masher inside of Borderlands 4. A very, very great weapon. If you are a big fan of the Maggie, you'll be a huge fan of the 7 cents with the shotgun alternative ammo type. It drops from the Experiments, which is a side quest boss from the Below the Surface over in Dominion. Now, if you think auto rifles are bad, well, I'm gonna make you pause right there for a second, boss man. Coming in hot, the Whiskey Foxtrot. Drops from Directive Zero, who is an order bunker boss inside of Dominion. Let me tell you this, man, he's got a nice little loophole. You'll see what I'm talking about. But the Whiskey Foxtrot, it does need a little bit of part RNG to truly unlock its real potential, and that is of course being with a Jacob's License accessory, but with more importantly a Ripper magazine, because the Ripper magazine is going to allow you to fire this very fast firing weapon fully automatic. And I'm telling you, this weapon might be the single best bullet hose inside of Borderlands 4 in terms of just sheer raw rate of fire. This thing is absolutely awesome, and a weapon that really shows the example of how awesome the license part system is, with great combinations like the Whiskey Foxtrot with that Ripper mag, my friend. Now it leaves us to our final 2 weapons, and yes, these are 2 new additions. Okay, first one up is the Bonnie and Clyde. Recently received a really nice buff, making its damage buff be 150% instead of 100, as this legendary perk has this weapon both be a assault rifle and a shotgun. It's Jacob, so we're already looking good there. Whenever you get a kill with the other weapons mode, it's going to boost the other weapons mode by 150% and refill that mode's magazine, essentially allowing for a playstyle of you defeat one enemy, you flip the mode, defeat another enemy, flip the mode. You just toggle back and forth between each mode as you get a kill. Because it's Jacob's, it's going to ricochet off critical hits, and essentially this damage buff is never going to fall off, as you are never going to manually reload when using the Bonnie and Clyde, as long as you are using it optimally. And it does drop from Directive Zero, which is a Dominion order bunker boss and the Iron Wall Resolve of the Terminus District, and can definitely serve you very, very well. So it does earn a spot inside of this video. And fellas, the weapon that I have saved for you for last is one of the new ones. Yes, 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 we got this weapon on Thursday with the vault card. I'm talking about the Rooker sniper rifle. We just made a whole dedicated showcase video for this absolute behemoth of a sniper rifle, and all of this weapon's power lies in its alternate firing mode, which is the needles. The needles melt everything, and if you get a Jacob's License accessory, whenever you crit with these needles, they're going to create an entire another needle projectile that you can just have attacking other enemies. Wherever you're aiming at is where the needles are going to go towards, and you can swap to another weapon while using it. You can literally pop these out, swap to like a Hotslugger, and these needles are just going to follow you and create their own carnage while you do your own thing with another entirely different weapon. It's such a unique weapon with so much raw power. It can mob really well. It bosses even better than it mobs, and yes, those extra projectiles created on critical hit ricochets are going to inherit any buffs that's applied to them, whether it's amp on your rep kit, on your shield, or the Dead by Daylight 3 out of 3 firmware bonus. Just know the needles on the Rooker are absolutely disgusting, especially on Sniper Vex. And it earns a spot in this video for that reason. As always, fellas, this cannot be done without y'all support. I thank you so much. Also, got to give a huge shout out to our members of the channel. Big ups to my man, KJ42, our tier 3 member. Much love, brother man. Hope all is well. And of course, shout out to Pikachu, our longest tenured member, going on that 9 months, baby. If you guys would like to get your name mentioned at the end of videos like KJ and Pikachu, all you gotta do is become a member of the channel at the lowest tier. Let me know your opinions down below of our list for the month of November of the best weapons to go farm inside of Borderlands 4. We have some new additions, had to take a couple out, but as Stephen A says, the list is fluid. Feel free to check out our Mo channel and our Twitch channel, links both in the top of the description. Y'all have a great day, be safe, I love y'all. 0707, my friends. Here, so I want to hear, like, what exactly were you saying here? I'll stand over here, so I'm like 9-kill ranger.
I walked into Specimen and I heard, MBS was with a camper, and I just heard MBS say, like, yeah, I killed him. And then he was kind of going with the bit in the call. So.
Hey, what's up?
What's good, brother?
What's good?
Oh.
What just happened?
So, camper, hear me out.
Oh.
Hear me out.
Okay.
Kree just killed right in front of me.
Yo, that's crazy.
That is crazy.
Oh.
Alright, yeah, I'll vote Kree out.
Oh. Dude.
Kree just killed right in front of
So
me.
what happened, Kree? What did you use?
So me and Joey were having a sidebar the entire time. This man comes down here and murders Joey and is self-reported. So I don't know if Joey had bait or MBS is trying to actually self-report and put this on me.
Dang,
I would never
That's
self-report.
crazy. Yeah, I think it's you, Kree.
You think it's me?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, I
voting
think it's
you
you,
out.
Kree.
Yeah, I think you're wrong, bitch.
You know, guys,